The interrogation chamber aboard the Void Crusher was designed to break even the most hardened prisoners. Captain Draz had personally overseen its construction, incorporating elements known to disturb every sentient species cataloged in the galactic database. For the Loraxians, it was the mirrored ceiling. For the Geltons, the subtle vibrations at exactly 42.3 Hz. For the Mantids, the faint scent of burning chitin. But for humans? The database suggested a cocktail of psychoactive compounds that induced paralyzing terror. "Initiate the fear protocol," Draz commanded, their 6 eyes fixed on the lone human male strapped to the chair at the center of the chamber. "Maximum dosage." Lieutenant Trell hesitated. "Sir, our intelligence suggests humans are particularly susceptible to fear stimuli. Maximum dosage could cause permanent neurological damage. This human has information about Earth's defense systems. Proceed." Trell's appendages moved across the control panel, and amber gas hissed into the chamber through hidden vents. The crew watched through the observation window as the dense vapor enveloped the prisoner. Marcus Reed had been captured 3 solar cycles ago during a routine patrol near the Epsilon sector. A former military engineer from Earth's United Defense Forces, he possessed valuable knowledge about humanity's planetary shields, the last barrier between the Dominion and their conquest of the resource-rich blue planet. The gas swirled around Marcus, entering his lungs with each breath. His heart rate monitor spiked momentarily, then did something unexpected. It stabilized. Draz leaned forward, mandibles clicking in confusion. "Increase concentration by 20%. On the monitor, Marcus's vital signs remained remarkably steady. Then something unprecedented happened. The human's lips curved upward. "Is he smiling?" Trell asked, antenna twitching in disbelief. Through the intercom they heard a sound that chilled their exoskeletons. Laughter. Genuine, calm laughter. "This feels like home," Marcus said, his voice eerily relaxed. "You've got to try harder than that." Draz stormed into the interrogation chamber, ignoring safety protocols. The gas was still thick in the air, but the captain's filtration implants would protect them for brief exposure. "Impossible," Draz hissed, looming over the human. "This compound targets the amygdala of every known species. It should have you screaming your deepest secrets to make the terror stop." Marcus looked up, his eyes clear and focused. "Captain, let me tell you something about humans. We come from a world that tried to kill us every day for millions of years. Predators 3 times our size. Diseases that rewrote our cells. Weather that could freeze or boil us in the same week." He took a deep breath of the gas, as if savoring it. "And that was just the natural stuff. Then we started doing it to ourselves. Wars, economic collapse, climate disasters." He chuckled. "We grew up bathed in fear. It's our baseline. Some of us, especially those who've seen combat. We've lived in it so long that its absence feels wrong." Draz stepped back, suddenly uncertain. "Your fear gas? It's activating neural pathways I've lived with my whole life. It's familiar, comfortable, even like slipping into an old coat." The captain's compound eyes narrowed. "No species adapts to fear. It's a fundamental survival mechanism. We didn't adapt to it," Marcus replied. "We weaponized it against ourselves, used it to sell products, to win elections, to control populations. Earth runs on fear, Captain. Your mistake was thinking that would make me weak." In the observation room, Trell frantically reviewed the human biological database. "Sir, I'm detecting unusual neural activity. The compound is binding to his receptors correctly, but instead of triggering panic, it's stimulating pleasure centers." Draz turned to the monitors. The human's dopamine levels were rising. "What information do you want, Captain?" Marcus asked. "Because I'm feeling talkative now, friendly even. But I should warn you, you might not like what I have to say about Earth's defenses." Draz signaled for the gas to be vented from the room. "Tell me about your planetary shields." Marcus's smile widened. "The truth? We don't have any." "Impossible. Our scans detected decoys Projections. We knew you were coming, studying us, so we gave you what you expected to find. Marcus leaned forward against his restraints. But here's what you missed. We don't need shields because we've been preparing for threats like you our entire existence. Something in the human's calm certainty made Draz's exoskeleton tighten with an unfamiliar sensation. Right now, 50 human ships are tracking the Void Crusher, not advanced by your standards, but piloted by beings who grew up thinking about worst-case scenarios, who feel at home in crisis, who perform better when afraid. Alerts suddenly blared throughout the ship. Trell's voice came through the comm. Captain, we're detecting multiple approaching vessels that weren't there a moment ago. Marcus nodded. Stealth tech, another product of paranoia. For the first time in its long life, Captain Draz felt something. New crawl along its spine, a cold primal sensation that its species had evolved beyond eons ago. The human recognized it immediately. Now that, Captain. That look in your eyes? That's fear. Not very comfortable, is it? But for me. He inhaled, deeply one last time, savoring the lingering traces of the gas. This feels like home.